was never buying the latest products or keeping up with anything, and I've just kind of been using a lot of the same products for the last several years. But I don't know, something lately has really just piqued my interest in it again, and it kind of feels like I'm me again. Do you know what I mean? Like caring about it and being passionate about it again. It feels like I'm coming home, almost. I know that sounds incredibly cheesy, but it's how I feel. So I've done a couple of trips to Sephora and Ulta, and I have not shopped at Sephora in probably over 10 years. I haven't even gone into a Sephora in probably that long. I would go to Ulta, whenever I needed like another eyeliner or another mascara or something, but I wouldn't ever truly look around, peruse the new products, check out the new brands. I would just go kind of get what I needed and leave. So it has been so awesome to go back into these stores and see all of these new brands that I've never heard of before. See brands from like people I used to follow on Instagram way back in the day. I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun being involved in the world again. And it's interesting because, I'm 10 years older than I was. So even the way that I have to do my makeup has changed because my skin has matured. And also the trends, in my early 20s, it was like thick dip brow, carved out brows, super harsh contour, no blush, dark matte liquid lipsticks. Like, the trends have changed so much, and I feel like I've kind of had to learn everything over again. But I'm just really glad that it has become a hobby of mine again, and I know that I personally love to watch makeup haul videos, so I thought you guys would enjoy to see everything that I got. I have used pretty much everything with the exception of like one thing that's just like a lip balm, but I've used everything here, and I'm gonna share my thoughts with you guys, with you all. I try not to say you guys when I'm referring to everybody because I know not everybody wants to be called a guy, so I apologize if I ever do that. It's just like something I've always said, but I'm trying to change that. I never want to offend anybody here, and I want everybody to feel welcome and loved. Before we begin with the haul, if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe. It would mean so much to me, as always. Also, if you're not following me on TikTok, I do post every day over there some sort of a little video. I post some things that I don't post on my YouTube, so if you would like to follow me there, I have it linked in the description. One more quick thing, it is snowing like crazy in Michigan today, so I'm hoping that I won't be interrupted by snow plows and people shoveling, but I can't make any promises, so if you hear some crazy noises, I apologize. So, I have everything organized by category, and I think we're going to start with my favorite category, which is lip products. I bought kind of a lot, don't judge me. We are going to be starting with liners because lip liner is probably my favorite makeup product ever. I love it so much. I think that I talked about this a little bit in my makeup declutter video, but my favorite liner of all time is ColourPop's Tootsie Liner, and it has been discontinued for so long is Sephora. I think they're called Gel Rouge. Let me see. Oh, Sephora Rouge Gel Lip Liner. The first one that I have is this nude one, and it is in the shade the nudist. Hang on. I can barely see. Oh, the nudist. I follow a lot of people who do makeup recommendations for like fair skin on TikTok. I am very pale, and it is a lot of times hard for me to find products that work for me because everything tends to pull very orange on my skin, and that's why I love cool tone products so much. I came across a video of a girl who was looking for a good nude, her lips but better kind of liner for her pale, cool skin tone. And she tried this one, and I thought it looked really nice on her. So I picked it up, and it is a nice liner. It is cool toned, but it's just a little too pale for me. These are really hard to open too, which is kind of strange, but I have kind of a hard time opening them. Oh my god. It's very dark in here, but you can see it's just a nice nude, cool toned, kind of cool tone. It's not super cool, but it's definitely a little cool. I found that I have to use a lot of this product to get it to show up on my lips. Because I do have a rather pale skin tone, my lips just naturally look very pigmented. And I find that I have to apply a lot of layers of this to get it to show up properly. And it's just not my favorite. I don't love that I have to apply so many layers to get it to show up. I do like it, but I think that I will be using this more to like fill in my lip color if I want to do like a nice nude lip. Another thing with these gel liners is that they do go a lot quicker than like your classic pencil liner. So I think I'm going to use this up pretty quickly, and I probably won't repurchase this specific color when I'm done. If you are on the paler side and you don't have super pigmented lips, you might really love this one. It doesn't look bad on me, it's just it's not my favorite, and I need something just a little bit darker than this. So next liner I'm going to talk about is a brand that is new to me. This is from About Face, and it is their lip liner in the color, is it Little? Let me see. Okay, this is their Matte Fix Lip Pencil in the shade Little. This is what the packaging looks like. I am filming on my back camera, so I'm not sure if anything is going to be in focus or not. This is the first time I'm filming with my back camera, but hopefully the quality is better. This is a new brand to me. I think it's a relatively new brand in general, but this is my first product from them. This is an excellent lip liner, but the color is so wrong for me. Oh my goodness. I was researching cool tone liners, and this brand popped up with a different color. And I was looking through videos of people trying on these liners, and for some reason, I was like, oh, I should get this shade instead of the one I originally intended to get. So I ordered it, and I was actually on my way to Sephora when it was delivered, and I stopped and picked it up from the mailbox. And when I was in the parking lot, I put it on really quick and threw on a lip gloss. And I looked at myself in the rearview mirror, and I was like, oh yeah, no, this isn't what I wanted. It's much too like pinky, my lips but better color. It's not what I was going for. And then I went into Sephora and got a glimpse of myself in one of those really nice mirrors. And I was like, oh my god, I look like a clown. I look awful in this lip liner. This shade is very close to my natural lip liners, actually, these are the last two liners, are from the Makeup Shack, which is another brand that I have not heard of. I actually heard about this brand on TikTok. This is the first liner. It is in the shade Fudge It. These liners are amazing. I think they're only $4.50. I might be wrong. Don't quote me. I will put it somewhere on the screen how much they are, but they are incredibly affordable. You get a lot of product, and I really like the formula. This is Fudge It, and you can see next to Endless Cacao, it is just slightly lighter. I really love this liner. I wear it a lot since I've gotten it. I am wearing it today. What else am I wearing? I will tell you what else I'm wearing when I get to it, but I really, really do like this liner. It's affordable, you get a lot of product, and it is a very nice cool tone liner in my opinion. The second one that I got is Nutty Brown. This is another really great cool tone liner. So, as you can see, it is just slightly more brown than Fudge It. Fudge It pulls a tiny bit more purple than Nutty Brown. So I am more inclined to wear Fudge It than Nutty Brown. swatched it and it looked amazing and I bought it. I think these are $15 and I am very happy with this. I am wearing it today with like a light pink gloss on top. I like these. I definitely recommend them. They have so many shades. I would say like at least 30. There was a huge display of them at my Sephora. They have them in every mention something that I forgot about this liner. It has incredible staying power, and I was reminded of that because I just went to wash all the swatches of the liners off my hands, and I had to scrub to get this one off. So it really is a like matte fix lip pencil. It stays put. If you're looking for something like that, definitely check these ones out. Alright, we have a couple more lip products to get through, and then we're going to move on to eyes. This is the Essence Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss in the shade Flower Blossom. This is my new favorite gloss. I am obsessed. I'm wearing it today. I've worn it every day since I've gotten it. I think this gloss is $2 or $3. It's very affordable. I really love Essence products. They have a lot of great things. It has a nice wider doe foot applicator. I think I probably have lipstick all over it, but it is a plumping gloss, so it has that nice minty scent and tingly feeling. I highly recommend this gloss. It's amazing. It does have, you're probably not going to be able to see it, but it does have a slight glittery sheen to it. But it is not overly glittery to the point where you can feel it or even really see it on your lips. I don't really tend to notice the sparkle at all. It kind of reminds me of NARS Turkish Delight. That was like the it lip gloss back in the day, and I might be dating myself by saying that, but it's a little bit similar to that, but a bit lighter, a bit more pale. I'm obsessed with this. I love it so much, and I definitely need to check out some of the other colors that they have. I know for sure they have a clear, but I think they have a few more colors of this, and you honestly cannot beat the price of this. It is so affordable, and it is such nice quality. It feels very comfortable on my lips. It is not too sticky or thick. This might be like my new holy grail lip liner. I am obsessed. My last lip product is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. This is the mini version. I have seen so many people talk about this gloss. It is a super pretty bottle, product, whatever you want to call it, component. I'm not a fan what it looks like. You really need the smallest amount of this product. I usually just take some from the lid, put the stopper back. Let's see if I can swatch this well. Oh my gosh. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's such a unique color. It's almost like a brownish red base with a green shift to it. I really did this at such an awkward angle. This color would look good on so many different eye colors. Brown eyes for sure. I think this would look excellent on because there is a slight purple hue to it. I really like this. I think it might have been $12 if I'm not mistaken. I like the texture of these Jelly Much eyeshadows though. It is quite unique and it blends out really nicely. I like to just wear this one on my lid and blend a little brown into my crease. A little goes a very, very long way with these though, so you do not need a whole lot. My last eye product is this ColourPop pencil in Ventura Boulevard. This is their cream gel liner, and it's one of the like duochrome ones. It's in this very pretty blue color. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I hope you'll be able to see the shift in this dark light. Probably not. It is just a gorgeous, deep, dark blue with kind of a lighter blue shimmer in it. It is incredibly pretty, but I have no idea why I bought this. If you watched my makeup declutter video, I showed a ton of beautiful blue eyeliners, and I kept all of them, and I have not worn one since that video. So why I bought another beautiful blue eyeliner is beyond me. When I first got this, I put a little on my upper lid, and I did not like how I looked. So I am going to experiment with this and see if I can incorporate it into my makeup routine in a way that I like, because this is just too pretty not to wear. They have a few other shades, and they have one that is like a peridot shade, which is my birthstone, and I really like that, but I'm kind of afraid of color when it comes to makeup, and I'm trying to branch out, but I don't know. Maybe this would look good, like on the lower lash line. Do you remember when it was like super popular to add a pop of color on your lower lash line, and it was more often than not a blue? Maybe I will try to bring that look back. I don't know, but I do really like this. I just don't know how I'm gonna wear it. We are moving on to face products, which I have quite a few of. I want to start with what might be my favorite thing that I bought. This is the Rare Beauty Positive Light Liquid Illuminator or Highlighter. Positive Light Oh my god, I put so much on my hand. It is such a pretty highlight shade. I love it. A little goes a very long way with this product. I bought it maybe like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and I've worn it every day. I would really love to get the matching powder highlighter. For now, I wear the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Blossom Glow, I think is the name of it. Blossom something. That's what I wear over it, and I think it looks really good. So I will hold off on buying the powder highlight until I run out of my Wet n Wild one. I am wearing this today, and it just gives such a beautiful, natural highlight. I cannot believe that it took me so long to try Rare Beauty, because this is an incredible product and I love it. I feel like this highlight is going to last me forever too. This bottle is so big. Sticking with the Rare Beauty brand, I bought the mini version of the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. This is in the shade Hope. It's so cute. This is the little mini version that you can buy at the checkout at Sephora and Ulta. so glad I finally tried this blush because it is the perfect peach shade for my fair skin. It may look like a really light shade, but you can still use too much of this. I just use a very small dot on each cheek. These e.l.f. Camo blushes are amazing. I have 2 other shades. I think it's around $7. If you are looking for a really nice peach blush for your fair skin, I definitely recommend this one. I have another e.l.f. product. This is the, what are these called? Oh yeah, the Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is the contour one in the shade Fair Light. This is what it looks like. I'm sure everyone is familiar with these. I don't do a lot of contouring. It is a little difficult to find contour colors for fair skin because they all tend to pull very orange. But this is an excellent, excellent cool toned contour color. That is what it looks like. My hand looks crazy right now. I did not realize that e.l.f. had a very nice cool toned contour shade. And when I saw the swatch of this, I was like, well, I have to have that. And it works really well on my skin tone. I like this a lot. The next product is the Morphe Sun and Done Smooth Gliding Bronzer Stick. This is what it looks like. So this product was a pale girl recommendation for a bronzing stick, and let me tell you, I love it. It is in stick form like this, and I see a lot of people use these products by just swiping them, all over their face and then blending. That does not work for me. If I do that, it does tend to pull a little orange. So instead, I take my brush and just brush it on the top and then buff it into my face. And that gives me a much more sun-kissed, alive look. I'm not sure if I said what shade this is in, but this is in Sand Beach. If you look up the swatches of this product, this one is a lot cooler than the other ones, but as you can see, it still warms my face up a lot. I would like to thank this product for making me feel alive again. This product blends really, really easily, especially if you put it on a brush first. It's awesome. I am so glad I found it. I actually picked mine up at Target, so I know you can get them at Ulta too, but most Targets do carry Morphe products now if you are looking to find this. Another bronzing product that I picked up is L'Oreal's True Match Lumi Bronzit. This is a bronzer that does have shimmer in it. The Morphe stick that I just showed you has no shimmer, but this is quite shimmery. I truly do not have any hand space to swatch this on, but you can see it is kind of shimmery. This was another pale girl makeup recommendation. I didn't even know if I would be able to find a shimmery bronzer that was like pale girl friendly, but this one definitely is. The shade I got is, what shade did I get it in? for sure. This is pretty light, almost too light. I have heard so many good things about this concealer, so I bought it, and then pretty much as soon as I bought it, I started to see a lot of bad things about this concealer. So I think this is a very polarizing product. I did wear it under this eye with a little bit of powder, and then I wore my Maybelline Fit Me concealer under this eye with a little bit of powder, and the Maybelline concealer held up better than this one. Within maybe 3 hours, this one had broken up quite a bit, and the Maybelline one just looked better in my opinion. So unfortunately, this doesn't really work for me for my under eye, and because I bought it in such a light shade, I can't really even use it as a spot corrector. So I'm going to use this as an eyelid primer. I did that today and we'll see how it goes. I usually use the e.l.f. primer, but I do like to put a little bit of concealer on top to cancel out the color on my lids, because I do have some veins that show through, and that worked for now. As far as I can tell, I did like that for this. So this didn't work for me as a concealer, but I will be trying to use it up in other ways. I have 5 more products. They are all eyebrow products, so let's dive in. The first one is this Wet n Wild Micro Brow Pencil. I got this in the shade Ash Brown. This is what it looks like. It's really similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. It has a spoolie at one end, and then the product at the other, and it twists up, and it's a very, very fine point. Ever since I lightened my hair, I've had a hard time finding the correct color eyebrow product. So I've just been wearing the e.l.f. Brow Lift with nothing else, and that has worked fine. That's my favorite brow product of all time. But I do have some sparseness that I would like to fill in, and this pencil in Ash Brown was just a little bit too dark for me. This was only maybe $3 or $4, so it's not that big of a deal, and I'll probably keep it for if I ever dye my hair dark again, but unfortunately this did not work for me. It is a really nice pencil though. It has a very fine point, and it is quite pigmented and glides on very easily, but the color was just not for me. The next product is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Taupe. I thought that this one would work a little better for me because the Ash Brown one was a little too dark and cool for me. So I thought the Taupe shade would work, but this shade is too warm for me. I need these 2 colors to have a baby, and it would probably be perfect. This eyebrow pencil though is really, really good. It is very creamy, very pigmented, blends really nicely, but it's just way too warm for me. I think this one was $4, so I may try the other shades of this and see how they work, but unfortunately this color didn't work. The next product is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I got the shade Espresso, and I actually use this for my winged liner. I've used if you guys can see that, but it's like my dog's barking, but it's like stringy in the bottle. They do say that you should scrape the excess product off on the side of the bottle, but even when I do that, it's much too liquidy for me. It always kind of boogers up right in the front of my brow. I have used the e.l.f. brow lift for the longest time, and I really like that because it does a great job of lifting my brows back here that always just kind of tend to want to fall down, and it lifts them and keeps them in place. This, when I run this through my brows, they will lift and then immediately fall. It's almost like this product is too heavy. It just doesn't work for me. If you happen to have brows that are like perfectly shaped, or you're happy with the way your brows naturally lay, this is a good brow gel. It does have very good hold. You just can't like style your brows with it. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Like if I didn't need to lift my brows up, I just needed something quick to run through my brows to hold them where they are. This is really good. When I did wear it, I really did have to scrub it off my brows, and it did hold them well, but I need something that I can have a little more control over where my brows sit, and that's why I love the e.l.f. brow lift so much. So unfortunately, this did not work for me. We are now on to the last product. I know this was a long ride. This is the NYX Thick It Stick It. What's the name of it? Thick It Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara. This is a brow mascara that has the fibers in it. Now, I would never usually buy a product like this, but I saw a girl on TikTok who had like 90s over plucked style brows, and she used this, and they gave her beautiful sculpted full brows. I watched several of her videos using it, and I was amazed at the way she was able to make her brows look with this product. This is the last product I have to talk about, and the snow plows are showing up. Oh my god. Anyway, basically you have to paint this into your eyebrow like very heavily, kind of get it everywhere, and then go back in with a baby wipe and kind of shape your brow from there. This is supposed to hold your brows in place, and the fibers are supposed to fill in any gaps you have. Unfortunately, this product did not work for me. It was way too messy, and if you're gonna use this, you have to do your brows before you do your foundation, and then you kind of have to do your foundation around your brows, and I really didn't like that. I used it